Hello everyone. Welcome to another episode of Deep Dive Knowledge. Hello. I'm excited to discuss the report on how companies are utilizing generative AI. Could you please provide more details about the survey conducted by O'Reilly? Specifically, I'd like to know the methodology used and the sample size of the survey participants.
Certainly. The survey conducted by O'Reilly aimed to understand how companies are using generative AI, identify adoption bottlenecks, and address skills gaps. The methodology employed for this survey involved collecting responses from O'Reilly's users in September. Now, let's talk about the sample size. Unfortunately, the report does not provide specific information about the sample size of the survey participants. It does mention that the survey received responses from O'Reilly's users, but the exact number of participants is not disclosed in the report. However, despite the absence of the exact sample size, the report does provide valuable insights into the usage patterns and challenges faced by companies in adopting generative AI. These insights can still give us a good understanding of the current landscape and trends in the utilization of generative AI technologies by companies.
Thank you for providing that information. Although the report doesn't mention the exact sample size, it's still valuable to understand the usage patterns and challenges faced by companies in adopting generative AI. Moving forward, I'm curious about the skills that companies identified as most needed for AI adoption. The report mentions AI programming and data analysis as the key skills. Could you elaborate on why these skills are crucial and how they contribute to successful implementation of generative AI?
In the report, it is mentioned that AI programming and data analysis skills are crucial for the successful implementation of generative AI. Let's break down why these skills are important and how they contribute to the adoption of generative AI by companies. 1. AI programming. AI programming skills are essential because they enable developers to create the algorithms and models necessary to build generative AI systems. Generative AI involves training models to generate new content, such as images, text, or even entire simulations. It requires expertise in programming languages like Python, as well as knowledge of machine learning frameworks and libraries like TensorFlow or PyTorch. By having AI programming skills, companies can develop their own custom generative AI models tailored to their specific business needs. This ability to create customized solutions gives them a competitive advantage in the market. Moreover, it allows companies to have better control over the generated content and the ability to fine-tune the models as needed. 2. Data analysis. Data analysis skills are crucial because generative AI heavily relies on large amounts of data. Companies need skilled data analysts who can effectively pre-process and analyze data to identify patterns, trends, and insights. This analysis helps in training generative AI models by providing the necessary input data. Data analysis skills also play a significant role in evaluating the performance and effectiveness of generative AI models. Analysts can assess the quality of the generated content, identify biases or limitations, and make improvements accordingly. This iterative process of analyzing and refining the data ensures that generative AI models meet the desired objectives and produce high-quality outputs. In summary, AI programming and data analysis skills are crucial for the successful implementation of generative AI because they empower companies to create customized AI models and effectively work with data. These skills contribute to the adoption of generative AI by enabling companies to develop innovative solutions, improve productivity, and gain a competitive edge in their respective industries.
Thank you for providing such a comprehensive explanation of the importance of AI programming and data analysis skills in the adoption of generative AI. It's clear that these skills are vital for companies to create customized models and effectively work with data to achieve their desired objectives. Now, let's delve into the barriers that companies face when adopting generative AI. The report mentions that difficulty finding appropriate use cases is the biggest barrier. Could you explain why this is the case and provide some insights on how companies can overcome this challenge?
According to the survey conducted by O'Reilly, the biggest barrier that companies face when adopting generative AI is difficulty finding appropriate use cases. This challenge is reported by both users and non-users of generative AI. To overcome this barrier, companies should focus on identifying specific areas within their organization where generative AI can add value. They should start by understanding their business processes, workflows, and pain points. This can be done by conducting a thorough analysis and consultation with relevant stakeholders. Once potential use cases are identified, companies should prioritize and evaluate them based on feasibility, impact, and alignment with business goals. It is important to involve domain experts and data scientists in this evaluation process to ensure that the selected use cases have the potential to generate meaningful outcomes. Furthermore, companies should invest in training and upskilling their workforce, both software developers and AI users. This will enable employees to understand the capabilities of generative AI and how it can be integrated into their work. Training programs can include workshops, courses, and hands-on projects to provide practical knowledge and skills. Collaboration with AI experts and external partners can also be beneficial in overcoming the barrier of finding appropriate use cases. These collaborations can provide access to expertise, resources, and specialized knowledge that can help companies identify and implement generative AI solutions effectively. Overall, by focusing on understanding their unique business needs, investing in training, and seeking external collaborations, companies can overcome the challenge of finding appropriate use cases and successfully adopt generative AI.
Thank you for providing such practical insights on how companies can overcome the challenge of finding appropriate use cases for generative AI. It's clear that a thorough analysis of business processes, involving relevant stakeholders, and prioritizing potential use cases are crucial steps in identifying and implementing generative AI solutions effectively. Now, let's discuss the perceived benefits of generative AI adoption. The report mentions that AI users expect the biggest benefit of AI to be greater productivity. Could you elaborate on how generative AI contributes to increased productivity in organizations and provide some examples?
Generative AI contributes to increased productivity in organizations by automating certain tasks and generating new ideas and solutions. It can streamline processes, optimize workflows, and reduce manual labor, allowing employees to focus on more strategic and value-added activities. Here are a few examples to illustrate this. 1. Content generation. Generative AI can be used to automate the creation of content such as studies, reports, or product descriptions. This saves time and effort for content creators, enabling them to produce a larger volume of high-quality content in less time. 2. Design and creativity. Generative AI can assist in generating designs, artwork, or music. For instance, it can create personalized recommendations for users based on their preferences, automating the design process and reducing the time and effort required for manual design work. 3. Customer service. Generative AI can enhance customer service by automating responses to frequently asked questions or providing personalized recommendations. This reduces the workload on customer service agents and allows them to focus on more complex or critical customer issues. 4. Data analysis. Generative AI can help analyze large volumes of data and generate insights or predictions. This accelerates the decision-making process and enables organizations to identify trends, patterns, and potential opportunities more efficiently. 5. Research and development. Generative AI can aid in research and development by generating new ideas, optimizing experiments, or assisting in the creation of innovative solutions. This can speed up the innovation process and help organizations stay ahead of their competitors. These examples demonstrate how generative AI can automate tasks, generate new content, and provide valuable insights, ultimately leading to increased productivity in organizations.
Thank you for providing such insightful examples of how generative AI contributes to increased productivity in organizations. It's clear that automating tasks, generating content, and providing valuable insights can greatly enhance efficiency and effectiveness in various domains. Now, let's shift our focus to the barriers mentioned in the report. Company culture and lack of skilled people are identified as factors holding back AI use. Could you elaborate on how company culture affects the adoption of generative AI and how organizations can foster a culture that promotes AI utilization?